welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this makeup look. It's basically a monochromatic makeup look using nude brown tones and mostly like on the warmer side. I'm absolutely loving how it turned out. Like, it just looks so natural yet like so glam and so perfect. But I think that this is a makeup look that a lot of people would love. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then please keep watching. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops today as my base before my foundation. And these are extremely pigmented, so take very little. Even this is too much. It's just like the pump is sometimes hard to control. But try to take like about half a pump and literally just take it and apply it to the center of your face. So start in the center and don't be scared to go directly under your eyes, because this is what's really going to make your skin look glowy and fresh. Alright, so you guys can see that I have it basically everywhere. This product is a little tacky when you first put it on. So I'm going to let it dry into my skin and I'm just going to fill in my brows until then. Okay, so I roughly filled in my brows. I will lighten them up with concealer after. So now that the dewdrops have like dried down on my skin, I'm going to go ahead and move into my foundation. So I'm going to be using the Hourglass stick foundation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take very little and just sort of do like maybe 3 lines per cheek. My neck and my chest is so pale compared to my face. So I am going to take some foundation down here. Honestly, I hate doing this. I hate putting foundation on my chest and my neck, but when I'm wearing something low like this, I have to do it. Because if I try to match the foundation to my neck, it's too light and it looks ashy, so this is the only way. And then for my face, I'm going to use my beauty blender. Ignore how dirty it is. I know it's disgusting, but we're just gonna go with it. I feel like when you want more natural looking skin, a beauty blender is honestly like the best tool to use to blend out your foundation. Just makes the foundation glide on so nice. So that gave like a really nice like light layer of coverage to even out my skin. So now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm not going to use as much as I normally use. I'm going to go in with just like very little under the eyes and around my mouth, to the nose and the center. And then what I'll do is I'll take the foundation side and I'll just go over the edges just to blend in the concealer with the foundation. Alright, so now that we have our base on, we're actually going to move on to layering the colors on. So when you are doing a monochromatic look, you really want to plan out the look and make sure all the products are very similar in color to one another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Sephora Gel Concealer, and this is in the color 15 Dulce de Leche, or Leche, I have no idea. But basically this is a very warm concealer. It's a warm brown, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cream contour with it. This is a gel concealer, so it doesn't dry up too fast, which I like. And at this point, I'm not really contouring. So even though I am applying the concealer in those areas, I am blending it out like a lot because I just want this concealer to add color. Contouring and stuff, I'm actually just going to do after with powder. This is more so to bronze up my face and give it color. And make sure when you're blending it on your jaw, you are taking it down your neck. Because again, like I said before, it's super important that your face matches your neck. And when you're blending bronzer or contour, any cream product into your hairline, it's very tricky because you don't want that like little white line here. So what I like to do is I like to roll my beauty blender back into my hairline And what that does is it like spreads the product back in. So you guys can see here, like it's just going into my hairline. So I'm not going to have like my white scalp showing in between the contour and the hairline. Okay, so now that I warmed up my face, I am going to go in and highlight and contour now. And I am going to bronze a little bit more just because I want my cheeks to be very prominent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight first. I'm going to take the Sephora Bright Set Pressed Finishing Powder in the shade Banana. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it on like a highlighting brush. And I am going to pack it on because I do want a lot of dimension. So what I'm doing is I'm just dusting it on. And I'm using a yellow powder to do this because yellow is really going to complement warm tones and it's really going to stand out against the orangey like brown tones that we're putting on. So that's why. So this is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Give Me Sun. Hands down like one of my top bronzers. It's so good for giving you like color and warmth if you're like a medium to deeper complexion. So I'm just going to take some on this brush. And I love this brush for like an all over bronze. It's the Sigma / powder blush brush. So I'm just going to pick up a lot of product and I'm just going to dust it all over my face. And again, don't forget the neck. I know my chest is looking really pale right now, but don't worry, we're going to fix that up last. I do feel like I just need to bring some contour in it. Just something that's a little bit more cool toned that will really like chisel out my cheeks. So I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Baked Bronzer. And this was actually in my Sephora recommendations because I love this bronzer. It's one of the best bronzers I have ever tried. And I'm just going to focus this like mostly from like the ear to midway. So with the Give Me Sun, I took it in all the way. With this one, I'm going to stop here. Okay, so now is where I'm going to start bronzing up my chest. So as you can tell, my face probably looks so orange right now, but I promise you it's going to be fixed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the MAC Give Me Sun. And I'm literally just going to take it on my brush. And I'm just going to like dust it everywhere. So just no specific like direction. But you want to make sure you're not concentrating too much product into one area of your chest. And honestly, trust me, I know this is the worst feeling ever to know that you're wearing makeup on your chest. Just don't hug anybody. Okay, so let's start on the eyes now. We'll come back to the face. So I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette today. Honestly, I'm just using it because this literally just has every single color I need to mesh the look with whatever I have on my face right now. So I'm going to start off with this really bright orange. It is the shade Creamsicle. And I'm going to do a light wash of it into my crease. Using this orange under the brown tones that we're going to put over is just going to really help to mesh the eyes with the whole face. So I'm going to go into the color Pukey and I'm just going to apply that into the crease. Basically just going in with different shades of browns to add dimension. And this look in general is very like blended / blown out. And because like my face is really like highlighted and contoured right now, I do want to make sure my eyes do have a lot of contour as well. So I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Butter. It's a bit more of a neutral brown. So basically exactly what we did with our face, we're putting on like the orangey browns first, and then we're going to take a neutral brown that's still warm but just more neutral than the shades we originally applied, and really just focus that into the socket of the crease to really give your eyes definition and open them up. And then I'm going to take some of the color Pukey on my smudger brush. And I'm just going to apply that under. Okay, so I think I'm good for the eyeshadow on my eyes. I feel like it just all blends really well together. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and add some mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, cool. So now is when you would just go through and see what else you want to add or maybe like reduce. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now. So I'm gonna use these ones by Kiss. I found them from Walmart and they're so pretty. I'll show you guys right here. It's specifically the Blowout Lash in the style Pixie. So I'm gonna apply these on my eyes and I will be right back. Alright, I'm super excited about how this is turning out. I really like how this makeup looks. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with some blush. Just to give a little bit of like color to my cheeks, but again I'm sticking with the whole tone of like nudie browns. So I'm gonna go in with this Becca blush. It's one of my most favorite blushes. It's super pretty. It's the mineral blush in Wild Honey. So I'm just gonna pick a little bit because like it is pigmented, and I'm just gonna give a little bit of a flush to my cheeks. And if you want like a super sun-kissed look, hit a little bit of blush on your nose and your chin, and it'll just make you look super like flushed / tanned. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops that we used before, but I'm going to take like very little. Like when I'm saying little, like you can't even see it on my hand. That's how little. And I'm going to take it a little bit on my finger. And I'm just going to apply that here, and you guys can see like just that smallest dab literally gives me so much product. And the reason why I'm taking very little is because the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops are liquid and we did set our under eyes quite heavily. So I am going to really like blend it in, taking a little at a time, because you want to make sure that you're working really fast with that small amount of product before it like sticks to your skin. So really just like work fast. Like you can see my finger going crazy here, but obviously like that's not enough for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight, because it's like a really true golden highlight, and I'm going to pick some up on the same brush that I used to apply the banana powder with. This is actually a really good brush. It's the Sigma Tapered Highlighter. And I'm just going to layer that on top. But I don't want to bring it like too far in. I want to kind of just keep it on the high points here, just so that it doesn't interfere with the whole like monochromatic look. So again, just very little. So I'm going to take the highlight and I'm going to put it on the collarbone. I am going to give my face a quick spritz of the Smashbox primer water. And the only lip pencil that I can think of that will go really well with this look is MAC Stripdown. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. You could totally go in with a lip pencil that's like more of an orangey brown. But truthfully speaking, I think that would be too much orange. We're not trying to look like an Oompa Loompa over here, so I'm going in with a very neutral brown that still complements the look. And now I am going to top this lip color off with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. This is one of my most favorite lipsticks ever. It's a tad lighter. So you could totally stop right here, but you guys know me, I'm gonna go all the way. I do want to add like a touch of gloss. So with a monochromatic makeup look, there's no better gloss to use than the Fenty Beauty Glossbomb. It's a universal lip color. It literally just goes with any skin tone, any sort of makeup look. So it is super glossy as well, so I'm going to take a little bit and apply it. Honestly, you can never go wrong with putting on gloss. It just like literally ties together every single makeup look. It just makes it look so much more like fresh and summery. Okay guys, so that's the final look. Basically that's what a monochromatic makeup look is. It's just using like the same tones and the same colors throughout your whole makeup look. And yeah, it's just a perfect look for spring and summer. You could do it with like so many different colors. I've seen people do it with like peach tones, pink tones, even like purple tones. Like super excited to recreate this with other colors because I feel like it's just such an overall like pretty look. Alright guys, so I'm going to conclude the video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!